Okay, I'm about to get into MGM short here. The next tick down. Definitely making a big symmetrical triangle here. Okay, so I'm short 250 right now, and I have another order at 48 here. Lots of buyers, but looks like he just got taken out here. Stop loss is going to be closing 5-minute back in the. Well, we just hit the new bar too, so looks like I'll be in this for a minute or two. I think my stop loss is going to be a close above this 20 then on the ones. Definitely good volume coming out here. It's a good sign. Want to see it break this 50 for sure. And then the most recent low here is this 49. So if we hit that 48, should be looking pretty good. Target's going to be around this 40-35 area, depending how it acts around it. Alright, looks like I am in again. Only got 100 shares of it though, that's too bad. I'll close it. Holy cow. Alright, pretty nice move to start. Definitely want to see more than that. I want to see it in the 30s. Alright, here we go. Gonna take half here. Let's see, low day is 29. Let's see if they can get their volumes growing even. That's a good sign. Alright, not gonna let this run against me at all here, so I got 49. So I'm going to put a stop in. 5 at 31.49 for a buy. I'd like to see it bounce off of the 9 here. See how it reacts. Oh wow. Okay, what did it get me out at? 51. Alright, well, $24 trade. Could have been bigger because of my size, and turning right back around there. Probably, maybe should have waited for a close on the bar instead of just setting a stop order, but I don't know. I wanted to play a little risk averse and really keep what I got. So, plus 24, nice thing. Okay, just got into ZGNX here, 50 shares off of the rising wedge, trying to get full size down here at 50. I want it to break the 21st and get a little bit more momentum behind it here. Volume's picking up, definitely a good sign. The reason I got 4 lines here is because whenever you switch to the 5s, it's just got a little bit of different setup here than the 1s, but either way you can see that this line looks like it's going to be the kind of the point here where we're going to figure out what's wrong. Stop loss is going to be, max stop loss is going to be up here at 35, but it will be if it closes within this the pattern again here. So risking about $25 on this first trade here, and then if I do get this one, then my stop loss is going to be a close below whichever one of these ones is the highest away. Hoping to see a little bit more of a break here though. Target profit is going to be down here at this 50 coming up. So I got a pivot line at the kind of the same area here. This stock can very much go against me pretty quickly though here, so I definitely want to keep an eye on things. I hate to give myself just some arbitrary stop number here, because this pattern is starting to get pretty far away as to where I would want to take any losses. Let's see what it does with this 20. You know what, now I'm thinking about it, that playing off the 1s here is going to be a little too far. I think I need to change my profit target to the 9 here on the 5s. That's probably a much safer bet. So we got 40-10. So around this area here is where I should start to be looking to take half off again. Might get that other half now. Okay, so I'm full size now. Alright, stop loss is going to be this 80. I'll close above the 80. Volume looks really good here. You can see not much green, bunch of red. So yeah, it looks like around the whole number is where I want to start taking any profits here. My stop loss. So it looks like I could lose a max of maybe 40 bucks. So I'm sitting in a pretty good situation here. It's not the best risk reward, but I liked it enough to take it with the pattern and the moving averages. Alright, the 5-minute bar just closed too. Well, it's certainly not moving as fast as I would have liked it to. And that's never a good sign. But the candles look good here, and we're just kind of getting these small little pullbacks. Looks like I'll be closing it at 90 if it gets there. Spread kind of gets all over the place here. It's going anywhere from 5 cents to 25 cents. Might be seeing a rollover right now. I hope. See, it's kind of making that rollover formation. And it closed right on it, so yeah, looks like it's moving. If it breaks 41, I need to get out. It's not moving like I want it to, so it's probably just best just to take the loss and move on. Volume certainly isn't kicking in. Oh shoot. And it goes up to 14. Oh well, $50 loser. Okay, I'm gonna be done for the day, not seeing anything else, so I'm just gonna call it. First trade that I saw today was MGM. It was making a triangle here. I believe it was right around this area at 10:30. So that's not it. I saw the triangle. I'll have to redraw the lines just so I see it again. I was right about there. And well, I got it already from the past one here. So yeah, I saw it was making a triangle. Ended up getting in half my size at the 52. I knew that as soon as it get down there, that'd be a good spot to enter in and start the trade. And then if it broke this little candles here, we could probably really see some down moving. And that's exactly what it did, and made a very nice move right down to 35 here. Took off half, only got filled on 100 shares of the 250 I was trying to get, so taking half was only 175 at 37, and then I didn't want to let the rest run against me, so pretty much immediately as soon as it hit this bottom here, kind of matching with this candle, popped right back up to 51, ended up getting stopped out at 51, and finished the trade only $24. I mean, could have been bigger, but another thing that I noticed about this is I was trading it on the ones. I liked how really everything above it here, with the 50, the 20, and the 9, and the VWAP was all above it, and it was breaking down just right underneath it. But on the 5s, things just weren't as clean. I mean, you still got the 9 up here coming down on it, but I just drawn the trend lines and everything, it wasn't that clean, so I just decided to stick with the ones and trade it. So my stop loss was really, what was it? I wrote it down. My stop loss was at 56. So it was if it broke back into the pattern here. Might have been somewhere around that, because I know at the time whenever I was thinking about it, you know, I'd have to break through all this again, so I figured I could keep pretty tight and still use pretty big size. So it was 56. Obviously you can see it is still moving down now, but I really wanted to protect what I had. I didn't want to let it run against me at all, since I already took my partial. So I mean, what I guess I could have done is I could have held out for a close above the 20, or even, you know, some like touching the 50 or something like that, because I could have given it enough time. I mean, it was still a good trade. It's come back to retest the area, and I didn't even give it a chance to retest. I just said, forget it, let's just take what I can get and walk away. So maybe what I could have done instead of exiting the whole position is, you know, just taking another half off and let the, like, what, I don't know, 80 something shares ride, and then, you know, this is what, it's another 40-cent move right there, 50-cent move that I could, no, not about 40 cents. 40 cents could have added to the $24 trade, but I don't know, can't complain about making money, so I'll just deal with it and move on to the next one. Next trade that I took was ZGNX. noticed it was making a really nice rising wedge. I believe it was from this candle here. So I wanted to knew it was a big mover, didn't want to take huge size on it. So I ended up getting in at 75 here, and then it came back, tested the 41, and then it came back again and got me in the rest of my full size here at this 50. I figured that was a good mark too. You know, breaking underneath all the moving averages. My profit target was going to be somewhere around this area in here. Cause on the 5, I believe it was the 9 that was starting to catch up. Yeah, you can see it right there. But this is another one of those trades where I traded it on the 1s instead of the 5s. Because same situation, it's just not that great looking on the 5s. When on the 1s, it just looked much nicer. But I guess even though I'm looking at the 1s for my entry and everything, you know, I can still play it with the 5s, and you know, my stop loss could have been something like well, closing back in the pattern. You know, that's a much bigger risk to take. So I think that's why I traded it on the 1s and had my stop loss based on the 1s. Really just turned right around against me. Didn't do anything. Was in profit for like not even a second really, and I mean just turned straight around, came back up, kinda touching the top here. I know it was a really good spot for it too, because the stock hadn't been up here in a long time, going all the way back to 2014, the beginning of the year 2014, you know. Now let's just see this top right here. This wick was at that 41 area, and I figured if it was going to break underneath that, you know, that mixed with the pattern could have been a pretty good trade, but just didn't. And I didn't stick to my rule. I told myself that I was going to close it if it closed above the 20 on the 1s, and it did, and I waited for it to tick one more time, and I ended up losing out an extra 14 cents on it. So I mean, this should have been a $35 loser, but instead I let it go against me, you know, another 15 bucks. So finishing the day down 27 instead of down, what, 13. It's nice to take 2 trades again though in one day. You know, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff. I saw some more patterns forming. I was looking at yeah, HMNY finally doing something here. It was making a wedge at one point, but I didn't like it because the volume was bad. You can see we're barely getting above 3,000 shares in some points, but it looks like it's kind of starting picking back up again here. I want to see, just because I'm kind of curious. See, I would have drawn it right about there. Start that one here. So I mean, I didn't exactly reach the apex, but looks pretty decent on the 1s here. You know, got the yesterday's close, and then it starts getting cradled by the moving averages here. Made a very nice move, you know, almost a whole dollar on that. But again, volume didn't like it, so skipped it. I think there was another one. I think it was TRN or something, but oh well. Down 27 on the day. Definitely excited to be back trading again like this. Kind of sucks, you know, you gotta wait 20 more hours until the next day starts again, but I'll just be sitting here practicing for the rest of the day. So thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow.